This is Paula. Sorry if the lighting's not as good as usual. For some reason, I can't get one of my lights to come on. I might have to get my electrician and see if he can't fix that tonight. So, the goal today is to finish the third book in my orders, in my custom order. And this one is The Night Before Christmas. Now, you know, they have some cute scrapbook pages, or cardstock and different things for this book. Now, here is the spine. Is that not exciting and beautiful? With a velvet red trim with some green, red, and black beads. Some red lace here and there. So I didn't put a ton of lace. I didn't want it to be the main focus. And so we're going to decorate this today. If you can help me, I would love that. So I've got things pre-decided. I want to do... I'm sorry if you hear the dog barking. She's in another room. And I barely have my door cracked because I can't trust her 100%. But hopefully I don't have to stop this video. So today, I just kind of thought this is a cute book. Night Before Christmas, what happens is all the routine stuff that you know about. But also, after the fact, there's presents. Oh, the fun part of Christmas, right? But it's not the main reason for Christmas. That's for sure. Okay, so I came up with this idea. I have never tried it. And I have everything in this little tub because I have so much going on my desk and stuff that I can't even tell what's what. So I'm going to shut this door. Excuse me. Maybe that will help. Sorry, guys. All right, I'm going to get this video done today, and then I'm going to take my first car trip where I can drive. Yeah, keep me in your thoughts. I don't think I've ever gone that long without driving. So, now, what I've come up with is, can you guess? A pocket that's a package. I just thought it looked really cute. Oh, something's attached to it. So, this is, I got all but one done because it's time consuming. But I want to show you how cute it will look. I got to decide where I want it first. Not there. I don't want to cover up anything too exciting. Let's get over here. And this, of course, has the story of The Night Before Christmas. And I'm looking here, maybe right here. For some reason, ooh, that pocket's big, but you know what? You can fill it with lots of goodies. I still want to look and make sure that's where I want it. This would be cute too. I don't think it's quite big enough. Let's keep looking. I like this better. Okay, so we're going to put this right here. Everything's been inked. And on this one, it's got the hinges on it. But we're going to put it on and see what we think. You know, we may not like it. I hadn't even tried it, guys, so I don't know. I didn't want to do it without you. I'd already put the hinges on. I want to show you how the hinges look. So you stitch across here. Then you put a piece of adhesive tape across the very top of the bottom portion of the box, or the top portion of the box. Then you put this on and it attaches. Then you're just going to cut some random hinges on up here and here and here. You just want to match it to the size you decide to use, okay? So we're going to go ahead and put some glue on here. Put this one on, and then I'm going to show you how to make it. It's not difficult. As I usually say, it doesn't take brain surgery, right? Now, you don't want it to be so much glue that you can't get your stuff in, right? I just got to get me a wipey here already, starting out. Got it on my fingers. Okay, now we're going to glue this down. Hope you guys are having a great Tuesday. You just want to make sure it's straight across the bottom. I was just, you know, doing so many books. I was like, for some reason, I was drawing a blank. You know, what can I do different this year? You know, pretty much there's so many basic things you can do. And, you know, when your head is full of all these different ideas for books, I feel like oh, that's going to be perfect, you guys. Look, let's put something in there. Let me find something to put in there. Maybe something, that one's too big. Let me find something that fits. How about that? Okay, here is a journaling card. How cute. And you got lots of room in there, guys. Yay! I'm so glad I came up with this. I love it. Okay, so the next one, I'm going to put the book aside, and we're going to figure out, or not figure out, I know how to do it. We're going to make this together. Now, here is the base. And here are the hinges. Let me see what's what here. I'm putting the ones that are already made out of the way. I did a total of 4 because I just thought they were so cute when I was done. This was my prototype. So you can see here, I got the measurements that I used. I think I'd back off a little bit on this after putting it into the book. It's pretty big. So you stitch across the bottom portion of your top of your box. See, just like that. Looks great and everything, right? Now, we're going to do after we put this on, first of all, I'm sorry, I'm confusing things. This is 4 1/4 by 3 1/2. Okay? This strip is 5 1/4 by 1. Now, when you get it on, if the strip's too wide and you don't like the way it looks, thin the sizes down. Do your own thing. Make it fun. Okay, now I got double-sided adhesive here. Okay, and I'm just going to put it right across the top. I'm going to turn it upside down so I can see it better. I'm trying to get all these done so we can move on to the next thing. I'm a firm believer in doing, my scissors have just disappeared. I wonder where I laid them. Oh, well, we'll just pull out something else. That's so weird. Oh, I see them now. I see them now. They're right here, covered up with all the stuff. Okay, so now we have our double-sided adhesive on. I have got such a dry mouth this morning, you guys. I have to drink ever so often. I'm trying to figure out why I feel like I have to have a dry mouth every day since I had surgery. I'm not on the pain meds unless I'm just having a really bad day. But trying to get off of those. You know, I don't want to be a part of them forever. So you want to make sure this is straight before you completely press it down, because you know how double-sided tape can be. So just barely lay it down there, and when you see it's what you want, you do it. So look, how easy was that? Now we're just going to flip this over, and we're going to add, you just want to make sure these little ones don't hang over, these little hinges. Like that's a little bit big, so just cut it smaller. And, you know, because I didn't do exciting measurements on those. I just measured them and cut them, you know. So this is the first thing that we're going to do in our book, is make this. And then we'll add these in real quick, because it doesn't take that long. That way we know they make it into the book, right? I hope I'm in camera here, guys. Sorry if I slip out every now and then. I kind of moved my camera, not my camera stand. I kind of moved my, I'm sorry, my tripod so that it wouldn't hang down at a weird angle. So I'm not used to where that's supposed to be yet. Okay, so there's the small hinges. And then I put the medium hinges on at this point. Nobody's going to see these, so it doesn't matter what you use to do these. And I just kind of put them up as close to the top as possible. Just barely leave a little ridge on the side so you can't see the hinges from the other side. Okay. Well, that really spread out glue right there. Look at that. Definitely don't want to leave that inside, because it will be stuck to your page and you can't get anything in the pocket. So I'll come right back to that in a second. I'm going to give it a second to kind of, well, I say I am. I think I'm going to go ahead and get it off, because I can't do my next hinge if I don't. Hadn't had that happen yet, so that's a first. You know, I always get excited when I'm doing a video and over glue. What can I say? Okay, that's good. Now, we got those on. We got one more, this long one. And I just use scraps. You know, I didn't on purpose match stuff up, you know. Okay, now this it looks like this one's going to be a little wider than the other. So I'm going to open this. I don't know if you guys have ever done that. Just open your side ones right here. You may have to trim something to make everything fit. There we go. Now, let's glue this down. And I just hold it and rub it back and forth just for a second or so, because it doesn't take long for Fabri-Tac to, you know, do what it's supposed to do. Now, see, these corners are going to interfere with each other, so I'm just going to snip them and see how that works. I don't know how much I need to do it. We'll just play it by ear. All right, so, yeah, that's perfect. So now we're going to go on here and we're going to add our glue. We got to get our book back over here too. So you put your glue on the hinge, on the outside of the hinge. Put my finger in some glue. I'm telling you, I wear this stuff everywhere I go, even when I wash my hands. I'll go, oh my words. Like, have you ever had a sunburn and it starts to peel, like a really bad sunburn, and it starts to peel, and all you can do is sit and peel it and peel it and peel it? It's kind of how glue is on me, only less gross, I guess. All right, so there. Now we got to find a spot. Now in here, in this portion, let's see, I kind of like to do one, if I've got 4 things, I like to do one in the front half of the first signature and one in the second half of the first signature. Now, so I'm going to find a place here. I kind of like, this is really bare, and I think it needs something exciting. But that's awfully close to the last one. So let's move along. See what we find next. Put a little, I don't like to put them in the same spot. Now, a lot of times I'll line up my pages and do that. You know, if I think it's going to look good. Like right here. I like this spot. Okay, so we're going to just put it down so far. Want to make sure we center it. Have it in the right spot all the way around. Get under there. My hand is wanting to not cooperate. Let me wipe my finger off so I don't get that on anything. And then you want this hinge. And if you want to keep a, like a awl or something around to, if those kick out, you can just kick them back in. You know what I mean. Okay, so I'm going to take a second to rub all these down. I'm loving these. Be great for birthday books. Can do a package for birthday books. And listen, this is what I thought I'd do. In the next container, I was going to do, I was going to add some packages in the background. That was just like, it's not going to work. That's not, I mean, I'm going to put them somewhere, but yeah. Okay, so we're going to go to the second signature and find a similar place to put them. Put this, think I'm going to do it right here. It's similar to the other spots, and it's a good place to put it because you had this red ribbon and this red lace over to the other side. It just kind of showcases it a little bit, you know. I do know one thing I've already done wrong. I wanted to put 2 different kind, like I made 4, 2 of each kind, and now I've just noticed that I'm putting the same 2 that match in the same signature. I was going to separate them out, but it didn't matter. It's not a biggie. Nobody's going to notice it but me, because I try to spread things out, you know. Okay. All right. We're going to get these done quickly. Well, I got a lot of things pre-done because I didn't want you guys to sit here and go through the whole boring inking portion and the cutting portion. And everybody knows how to cut and ink, right? So when I can do that, you know, when I have time to prep, I don't always have time to prep. But we'll just see what happens here. All right. Okay, there's that one. All my Christmas books will be 2 signatures, just so you know. The reason is because those are a good size for December dailies. And when you get the book too big and bulky, it just, I don't think it's attractive when you do that. You know, I think it looks much better when we just do the opposite. I'm looking to see if I can find that same spot over here, but there may not be that same spot. That's the thing. Not everything's identical, right? Okay, so I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do, no, that's not it. Where was it? I don't want to do it on a lacy page. So that would be my second choice right there where my hand is sitting. I don't think it will fit right here because it is pretty big. Plus that has lines and I would rather, you know. And here's another good spot. Let's put it here. You know, the reindeer are here. We know what's about to happen. Presents. Okay. I wonder how it would have felt receiving presents if the baby would know, right? So, of course, you know, God knows everything. And baby Jesus, he grew up and he received a lot of gifts, I'm sure. But at that first Christmas was from the wise men. It was awesome. Don't ask me how I got off on that, but I just thinking of gifts at Christmas and how we get wrapped up in the gifts and forget about what's important. So just think about that this Christmas. I try to focus somewhat on that too because it's easy to get wrapped up in the Hosanna. You know what I mean. I'm going to go back. I've decided, and I've got some little tags. Let me grab them and I'm going to show you. Okay. I've got a couple. These are smaller than the normal. I've got a couple little, where'd it go? See, these little tags are probably too small. But I wonder if these tags would be perfect. I'm going to take them out of here. And I don't have them tea stained. So what we'll do is just ink them up really good, right? Let me get 4 out. And my plan is to go, oh no, that's a twisty. My plan is to put the name of the recipient on the little tags. I think that would be cute, don't you? Okay. There we go. Get the little twist off, or you'll be tearing things up. Okay, so I'm going to put out 4. And I'm going to twist this back because you know what it'd be like if I leave it. I'm tempted to leave it, but then they'll all be tangled. Yeah, don't want to do that. Yeah, I just got these, so I don't have them tea stained and may not because it's a lot of little stuff, you know. Okay, so let's make these real quick and ink them up. I said we weren't going to ink, but this is last minute. We're going to have that kind of stuff come along. And I was trying to think where my to and from. I don't know what happened to my to and from stamp. I had it close by. But you know how that goes. I'll probably end up, I'll probably end up stamping. I'm just going to do one of these and add one of these, and I'll go back and do the rest of them later. Now, I'm not going to put the person's name on here right now, but I think it's a great way to put their name in the book. So all the gifts are coming to the recipient. Okay, now. And so when I do the to and from right here, I'll probably do it in like a red or a green and then put the little name on here. Or we could just do it. Let's just do it. How about that? Find my red pen. Now, you want to make sure when you use a gel type pen that you give plenty of time for it to dry. So I'm going to do 2. Looks more personal anyway, doesn't it? Okay, and from. And I think on the from, in this book especially, one of them need to be from Santa. So that's how we will do those. You know, sometimes I get caught up in doodling, but I'm not going to do that till I see what I want to come from that. Okay, so I'm going to put those in that box so I don't forget to finish them. And my example. Trying to stay organized. It's hard. Okay, so where'd it go? First one should be over here somewhere. Now, I'm not filling pockets full at this point. I need to go back and erase all the numbers on the little book, on the little golden book. Numbering your pages is very important when you do that. Okay, so let's see, where did it go? Here it is. Now, if I had thought about this tag being on here, I probably would have glued it somewhere or shortened this, but I like the way it looks like that, really. And I could glue and just tuck that under, but I think I will try to come up with something even more exciting. Now I'm going to take that off and let it dry before I put it in the book. All right, so we've got that part done. Let's move this one out of the way. And actually, I'm just going to put it on the bottom of all these others I've got stacked over here. I'm going to show you what I've got going here in just a second. I got to get it stacked in my... It's like kind of like having an iris container, only they're a little more difficult. So I don't know how long I'll have them. But, see, let me move this because it's kind of close to you, I know. I just want you to see it has a lid. Okay, bought this in a garage sale. And then you have all these levels. And so everything I'm working on, I put in here as I make it or whatever, you know. So it makes it lots easier. So I'm going to lift this top one off here, which, by the way, is going to be packages. And this stuff is just, some of this we're just going to add to the book. So let's do this one first. I always have a hard time finding a place to put the side tuck. And we're back to the first signature. And we have, you guys haven't seen this, but I made this side tuck here in the back that says, "'Twas the night before Christmas." Isn't that cool? And I may do those more often. And then I did the library pocket here in the front, like I did in one of my other books. And then I put the little cards. This is for a younger person. And they can pull them out and count them. Ho, ho, ho. Okay, so now, where do we want the side tuck? Let's see. Sometimes I like to use like the backs. You can see that clashes really bad, so that's a no. You know, sometimes you can't control what's on the back of a cardstock. I get frustrated, like I was preparing for my next book and, oh my goodness, why is that taller? I measured all this. So, let's see if we can cut it off. Okay. Let me see where it needs to be cut off. And where is my pencil? There it is. So I'm just going to run this through the trimmer real quick and then go from there. I don't know if you guys watched Gail's video yesterday, but she got this really cool weight. And I know she laughed and it was funny and all of that. But I would love to have one of those. I don't know where she got it. I'm going to have to ask her if she knows, because I'm sure she's going to have a lot of people ask that very question. Like, where did you get that bundle of coolness? It is a major problem when you're trying to do a book and it you know, it won't stay open. It's not anything to do with the book. It has to do with the, I think the newness of the papers and all that. So, all right, we fixed this. Let me run some, you know me and my ink. All right, so, but a lot of people are inking less and less, I've noticed. How do you feel about that? Do you like or dislike inking? Okay, I think I'm going to put this right under the zigzag. Or do I want to put it over? No, it gives more room to put it over. I know, it's like, yikes, why did we do it? But really, I had initially zigzagged this little thing. And needless to say, it didn't work like I wanted it to. So I'm going to go on here. The glue just like decided to pour out. So I have a wipey here. I'm just going to wipe it onto that wipey. Take some of it off. I don't want it to be where you can't even use this thing. And I'm sure rearranging, let me put it up here. Rearranging all of this makes it difficult, but lost my place. We'll have to find it all over again. That's all right. See, sometimes I do this if I have my glue just pour out, you know. It was flowing differently a minute ago. It's probably getting to the point it wants to explode up on me. Okay, let me throw that away because it is pretty sticky. All right, let's see what happens after we find our page. Okay, I know it was in here. I think it was behind this Santa. Yes, right here. All right, so we're going to put it up here. What I try to do when just so you know how I kind of think when I put my stuff in the book, my ephemera, you know, into the books. I used to just bounce all over the place, but now what I'm doing is getting glue on this page underneath. Oh my goodness. When you zigzag, sometimes if you put glue, it seeps through. Okay, so what I do is I start at the first. You have, let's say we've got the two signatures. I start at the first, and I don't always make 4 of something, you know. If what I usually do, say I had 2 of something and 2 of another thing, I'll put 1 of each in each signature. And I try to do front and back portion of signature. And I know you guys know what I'm talking about. Okay, this feels pretty, like it's pretty good. So we'll be able to slide something under that tuck when it dries. Definitely has to dry. Okay, so now we've got a belly band. So let's put it in the second signature, in the first half of the second signature, if possible. If you can find something. If you can't, move right along. Find something that works. Now, I really like this right here for the Santa because it's not an attractive color. And I'm going to do it as a belly band. Okay, so we're just going to put some glue here. And we'll probably have to make something or whatever. I swear that glue is just pouring out. Start off real nice and then it just pours out on me. Got all kinds of stuff on my on my little my tag maker, my card that I use to make my tags. But it just is like, okay, we got to get that off. Got a little bit too much on there this time. It's going to live there if I don't get it off. So do you guys have one of these? I'm telling you, as a crafter, if you make tags, you can't live without your little card. Okay, so now I'm going to turn it this way because I think Santa will be looking at those stockings at some point, don't you? Now you want to make sure you're in this as much in the center as you can. It just depends on what I'm doing. Let's lift this up. I hate when you put something down on one side. Yeah, I'm going to have to, I may clip this when it's not wanting to cooperate. Well, it's probably because it has glue. I wiped a bunch of it off. But when it gets on the side of your page, that's when it starts attaching to other parts. Yeah, right there. Some glue. So can you guys believe that we are actually doing Christmas books again? I'm telling you, it just seems like yesterday to me. I think as I get older, it just goes faster and faster. And for the kids, it feels like forever. Because I remember that feeling of like, is Christmas ever going to come again, you know? And it's not like we got a lot of Christmas when we were little, because we weren't millionaires. We were not millionaires, and we weren't rich, you know. It was a different time. All right, I think we finally got it cleaned up enough that it's actually gluing down and looking fine. I like that. Cute, right? This would be a good place for a Christmas list. Yeah. Okay. Now what are we doing next? Let's see what we got in here. We have 2 flat pockets. Now what I did with the flat pockets, and they're going to go in the second half of each signature, is I just took a little strip of red, added just a little bit of glue. Don't you take over. Good grief. It's too late. It always takes over, right? All right. Anyway, so I just do like a little strip, clean off any excess glue. And I did it with this stocking paper, which I think is so cute. And we're just going to leave a small little white line, just to show that it's, you know, just a little piece of trim. It's lots easier to work when you don't have glue on you. I know a lot of people are using art glitter glue, and I do, but when I'm constructing a book, I don't. I just think it's fair to the people to not take a chance. You know, because when you see the art glitter glue, it's such a fine line of glue. So, in my opinion, make sure you use something to construct your book for a lifetime. That's what I think. All right, so we have these 2 pockets. And we are going to find a home for them. Forgot to hit that with some. You end up with a white spot if you don't ink over, that sort of thing. Second half of each signature. Let's go through here and see what looks fun to put, where it looks fun to put a stocking. I'm thinking that first portion there would look good. I like that. Okay, got something in my eye all of a sudden. Probably some little eyelash. Now, I want this to go small around here. I get aggravated at this stupid glue. Okay. These flat pockets, you really can't put as much in. But sometimes you have a tag that you don't want to fall out of your pocket, right? And or something special. Now I'm going to hold these down, rub around. I'm unlike different people or do this differently, but I like to really make sure it's not popping up somewhere. So we're going to the second signature, second half. Let's see where we want to put it here. Probably someplace similar. This would be fun, wouldn't it? Right here. Let's do that. Okay, so we're going to put a little bit. I'm glad you guys come to craft with me today and actually help me construct or design or whatever you want to call it in this book. It's fun to have someone to talk to while you're going along. Decorating the book. This is my favorite time of making books, is when you can actually put them together. And yeah, it seeped out right there, just out of the blue. Shame on you. See, and over here there's not, well, there's just a tiny little tiny bit right there. I know people get annoyed when I have to do this. Sorry, guys. I just don't want their pages to glue together, and I want them to stay together also. So this is why I make sure there's the proper amount of glue. Listen, I have gone in, when I first started making books, it's about 2 years now. When I first started making them, these journals, I wasn't putting as much glue either. And my experience was that it doesn't stay together as well. It's like scrapbooking. When you scrapbook, you have a tendency, you use those tape runners and those things. I'll go back, because my granddaughters go back and look in their books, and they'll say, "Grammy, this is falling out." Well, it's because it is. Which is, I would always get what was considered quality tape runners. So then I started going to double-sided tape. Well, double-sided tape would hold it, but it was expensive to do it that way. You know, to buy it and use it on everything that you would use it on. So now we have these little packages. Now, these little packages simply are just made to design. Now, I'm going to also go back and add bows to these little packages. So they will, you know, have a bow on top and look better, you know. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, oh, no, we're going to do those first. Going to do these first. I'm already jumping ahead. Okay, now, these little packages are simply for decoration, okay? Now, they're not to put anything in, you know, just kind of scatter them. in the book along the way. You know, people are going to be confused by it, but I want to find a page and just put a couple of them. And I'm trying to look here to decide where. Let's see what we've got. I just don't like that gold. Is not my favorite gold. I'm telling you. Trying to find something that would look good on the gold. That green is not bad, but then you've got the red top that matches. So let's do this little Santa. And you know how you stack the packages? That's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to do like this. And I think this one would come down rather than up, right? These have been inked. I just don't know that I like the way that looks. Maybe like this. How about that? That looks like a birthday cake. But it does look like there's a present on top, right? I'm going to do it like that. Which means I have to keep this one will be on the bottom, and then this one's going to kind of be right there. Okay. Hold still, don't run. Okay, I will decorate this box too, and you'll see it in the flip through. I will have to do a final touch type thing before I do the flip through. That's how I usually do it. I go back and look and see if there's something I wished I'd put or whatever. Stay on there. I'm sorry if I think I was just off camera. I'm sorry, guys. It's hard when you're trying to hold glue and all of that at the same time. I'm keeping the top up so I don't want it to be crooked. Okay. Finally. Okay, so that one's down. I hope it's straight. We'll find out. Okay. I keep bringing it up to me. Got to get my groove in back, guys. You know, I've been working on these working on my custom orders, and keeps you going. I got some ideas for some really cute Christmas packages, Christmas journals, and I'll tell you, see, this is just decorations. Now, you could add other things in here, like you could add a teddy bear, or you could add, you know, like something with a bow on it. You could add anything, like I could set a doll here. It depends on the ephemera you have, and I am going to go through the ephemera and see what I can do. Okay, now let's go over to the first half of the book. And I think we did it in, I think I'm going to do it in the same spot. Which, let me look back here so I can see. Okay. It's going to be on the back of this. Nope, we did the belly band. Got to move on. Let's see. Let's do, no, we don't want them to back, do we? Here's toys here, so maybe we'll do it right here. Or let's see what we got back here. I want it in the first half. So, we're going to add it right here. And I like adding these in because it's like, I don't know which one would, I know this one would be up and this one would be down, but for some reason I don't like those two together. No, I don't like that either. So I'm going to reconsider that one and maybe make another box. So let's move on to the next project, which is not anything major. It is simply a journal card with a bag. So we're going to put a bag in here. Let me move this over for now. And I've just laid everything out. Here is the father looking out at Santa. But it needs some paper on the back because we want to be able to journal, correct? Okay, so we're going to glue some paper down. Now, I should have just used my my glue stick because it's strong and it will hold this lightweight paper. But that's all right. It don't matter. It don't matter. I try to do my books at Christmas, especially when it's going to be for a child. This is a great-grandmother that's taking care of her little girls, and her little granddaughters, and she journals with them. I think that's awesome. I mean, wouldn't you have loved that as a child? And what's really special about it is they'll grow up journaling. And I wished I'd had that as a child. Uh-oh, I just noticed that there's an S on the end of this. So you're going to have to get that letter off of here. Then it's going to be all over my... It's going to be all over my scissors, but we'll get it off. So that is the back of the journaling card. Now we're going to do the front. I just dropped the lid to my glue. I'm really with it today, guys. I bet you're thinking that woman's nuts today. I'm not. I'm overwhelmed. I have a lot to do. You know, I'm trying to do catch up and it's not that easy. Okay, so we're going to come over here. And he is going to be on the inside. But I thought we'd put some music on the front. A little bit of music. So, this is not a Christmas song or anything like that. I have a feeling I will end up... I like that. Trying to think what else I could put on there. I need to get my... Let me get out some stuff to collage. How would that be? Okay. Just something here and there. Some things tear better than other things. You guys know what I'm talking about. You know, some things just look much better when they get torn. Gosh, I need a collage. I feel like I need some collaging action going on. I've been busy doing Christmas, and I don't mind collaging Christmas. That's fun too, right? I think that's too big. So let's take this off, and we might be able to use it on something else. Or do we want to put the Christmas or the music here? I'll put this over here. And let's see what else we've got that we can use. I'm looking right now. I know I stuffed a lot of Christmas paper down into my, this little green snowflake paper is so cute. So we're just going to do a quick little collage on here. And, you know, nothing has to have straight edges. And I prefer that it doesn't for this. So, just tear around all four sides. And my tearing is looking horrible. So, we're just going to do it like this. Okay. Do I want it down here? I think I do. I'm wondering, do I want that back there? I think I'd like it better. But I don't know. Let's see. For some reason, I don't like that part. Let me go like this. Okay, we'll do that right there. And we can leave that blank. But I do think it needs some ink. It just looks kind of, I don't know. Doesn't look like it goes with that bag that's all tea stained. I'm not as concerned about inking the paper or the music sheet. It's just that one was so bright. Just hitting it really, you know, it doesn't have to have a ton. So I'm thinking, what do we want to put on here? We've got Father on the inside, so maybe we can put Santa on the outside. Okay. Okay, let me get my book here. And my glue stick. Okay, where'd it go? There it is. If you could see, I'm working in this space, and around me is everything. Like, if you could see the table next to me, where it's piled with Christmas stuff. Oh, crazy, 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 crazy. Okay, so we're going to put the music sheet on first, and that's not all, guys. I mean, in my living room, that is a mess. Got my granddaughter, but she hadn't done anything. Rick and I make mess all by ourselves. I have stuff piled everywhere that's Christmas. And not decorations. I'm talking crafty stuff. It's everywhere. I really stocked up this year, not knowing I was going to have hip surgery. But that's all right. Now, if everything would just straighten up and be like it needs to be. Okay, so here we go. We're going to put this right here. Okay, let's go like this. Keep getting off camera. I'm so sorry. I will get my groove back, I promise. Give me a little bit. Give me a little bit of time. Okay, so of course, this heavier cardstock always gives you issues, right? Now I'm going to get my box of stuff that is cut to be put in with collages. So I'm thinking Santa would be cool on here, since we have the dad looking out the window. Let's see what this looks like. No, we need a full-size Santa. I like the vintage ones though, don't you? I've got a lot of vintage Santas, but he's too small. I want something bigger. Look at this Santa. He is a character now. He's covering up half of our collage. But then, this would be a good book to do. It's covering up the green, but we could move some green over here. That's a good one, because he's in the chimney and it's the night before Christmas and all of that, you know. So we'll put some more green on the other side so it doesn't look like we just closed with the other stuff. Okay, so let me get some green to put over here. Let's see where we're going to put Santa, right in the corner because he's cut to do that. Is he not cool? You're cool, Santa. Let's go ahead and put him on. My glue is like wanting to run out. So it's kind of wobbly. And this is the clear. So it's white and then... Okay. Let's put it in the corner. And I'm going to have to check when we're done with this one how much time we have. That's cute. Cute little Santa. And now we're going to come up with this green and kind of make it, see if we can get it to kind of run into there. Let's see, where'd my ink go? Okay, let's see. That works because it's going to run right up against Santa. Okay, let me get some glue on there. Boy, that was a perfect time to run out of glue. If I can get my green paper off. Okay, guys, let's do this. Runs right into the green that's sticking out there. Yeah, be nice if we had like ho, ho, ho or something. Maybe just Merry Christmas will work. I think I just used the last of that glue. So let's just throw that out, get the sticky paper out of here. And go from there. So I'm thinking, let me pull out my, oh, wait a minute. I have ephemera to go with this, this one. So let's do this. So we want something on here. Ho, ho, ho would be nice, but I don't think we have that. We have Santa, cheers, presents. We have this little Merry and Bright. But these are just stickers. So let me see what we have on the chipboard. Here's a Merry Christmas. That Santa's cool. We need to use him in here. Let's do that Merry Christmas. May take a second video to get this done, guys. I may include you because it's boring not to craft with you. When I'm crafting by myself, I'm like, man, I wish I would have done a video for this or whatever. And sometimes you forget, you know. So I want to welcome all the new subbies to my channel. I've been getting several. When we reach 2,000, I will definitely, let's see, let's put this lower instead of higher. This hopefully will stay on here without any problem. Had a lot of sticky on it. Okay, so now the last thing we need to do is put a little bit of this satin ribbon on the top of our Santa. Let me clip it. Okay, let me get my stapler. Just like this. I always kind of do a little twisty, like twist one way and one the other way. Just look, I like the way it looks. Okay. And then I just staple it. And this is going to go right here. In the bag. Right? What do you think of that? Let me see what time it is. Okay, we're past our time. Sorry, guys. It's probably because we had to do this. I'll come back for part 2 because we still have things we need to do. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe. It's Christmas. A lot's going to be going on. See you next time. Bye.